Hey, welcome back to another episode of Johnscryptotherapy. Today is going to be such a great lesson. I want to go through the charts with you guys and show you exactly what price did, but also not to look small. We want to look a little bit bigger and see the bigger picture. So today is going to be a fun session. So if you guys do like these type of videos, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe. So let's get right into this, okay? So first off, we did have a channel that broke. We had a retest. Price was going towards the downside. We had the completion right around the bottom, and we were looking for a pullback towards the upside for a short period of time. So what we did see is around this level, when we did have this liquidity wick right here, guys, you could see exactly if you did buy into this, we did have a little push towards the upside, but it wasn't a strong push. We wanted to see price go a little bit higher, but it didn't. But the good thing we understand is one thing and one thing only. When price did break towards the bottom, we did call this out at 0.00069. I even said if this box does get broken, guys, on the bottom surface, price is going to tank. If you didn't sell, don't worry. I always tell a lot of my students and a lot of people that price will always pull back to key levels. The reasons why I kind of knew price was going to go towards this level is there's a lot of patterns that if you use those patterns as extensions, you can kind of find exactly where price is trying to go. And I want to show you on the daily what I'm talking about by looking bigger. So let's go into the daily time frame here. Once we're on the daily time frame, we're going to really take a look at this, guys. And this is why it's really fun to understand what structure is doing. When I take the extension of this and I drop it down, take a look exactly where it's going, guys. Exactly towards that major level, okay? Not even that, guys. If I even go a little bit further towards the upside and we have a bigger structure, a bigger channel, and we use the extension right here, and I take it for where the breakout occurred, you guys can see it's roughly around that DNA spot of a reversal. So that means there is slight price action. Price can go a little bit lower, get that little dump towards the downside before it starts to get that bigger push. So what I'm looking for if I'm a long-term investor, I am putting levels in here to buy the market. So my buying golden lock zone would be roughly around this range. So I'm going to tell you guys the levels that I'm looking for right now. So the levels that I'm going to be looking for is going to be 0.000560, and the last level is going to be 0.000490. So that is the golden lock zone. That means price can continue a little bit lower before it reverses. And why do I say that? Historically, when we look at price and exactly when the patterns are completed, we do get the slight pullback, okay, guys? So that means there is a great opportunity that price can reverse, and that is what I'm going to be looking at. If you are a long-term investor, if you're a short-term trader, you could use wick fills, you could do liquidity wicks, inducements, all those fun stuff, and also breakup structure and change your character, whatever method that you would like to trade. I have many ways of trading. I just want to keep it simple for this channel and try to break it down the best way I can, because if I go into really in-depth analysis, it's going to go a little bit haywire and I'm going to get a lot of questions, and I don't want to confuse you guys. I want to keep it as simple as we can. So let's go into the 4-hour right here and let's take a look at this structure right here, guys. So once I go to the lower time frame, as you guys can see, we did break this structure right here. And when we did break this structure, where did it go? Towards that completion area, right? It was really close towards the completion area, as you guys could see when it broke out. What did it do around that level? It's going to do the same thing. Exactly when price came around that level, right? Prices went back up. It went back up. So what are we expecting around this level for the daily chart? The same thing, guys. When prices go towards this bottom section, we're expecting the same thing. We're expecting price to go a little bit lower, then push price and go really towards the upside. That is what we're trying to expect. We're trying to look for that pullback. Take a look at why it's really interesting for me to tell you guys this. And I don't want you guys to miss out on this opportunity, and take a look why I'm saying this, okay? Each time, and this is a great lesson. Each time price breaks out of a major structure, what does it do, guys? It tries to pull back really close towards the pullback area for a retest trade, right? It did it once. Now we're going to do it again and go to the lower time frame. And I want to show you guys what I'm talking about here. So when we go into the 4-hour, take a look what it did. The same concept. It broke out. And what did it do? It retested that structure. But where did it fail to really take that big retest? So when we go back to the daily, it really did fail, guys. It did have a slight retest. This is still considered retest, but it failed to really come back close to that retest. Can you guys see what I'm trying to say here? There was a gap. So let me explain this in a better terminology for you guys. There was a retest here, a small retest right here, guys. Broke out, retest, went down. But the long-term retest was the stronger retest, right? So we got that over here for this bigger structure, but we failed to do that for this structure. But we did get that retest for the small structure. Do you guys see what I'm talking about? How I'm saying historical data, patterns repeat itself. So what I'm expecting or what I'm looking for as this market is continuing is I want price to go to the golden lock zone, and that is going to be that push that I'm looking for this retest of this structure. It doesn't mean it's going to go into this box. It means it's going to go really darn close. So remember what I'm trying to say here, guys. The patterns repeat itself. We broke out. We had the same retest here as here. Okay, guys, same retest as this for this, but for this one we came back into that level, right? For the small one we did have that retest, and I want to break this down so you guys can see it. I don't want no confusion. I want you guys to really understand what I'm trying to say. We broke out, we had the small retest, but we had the bigger retest, so this one was complete. But what we failed to do on the daily is we failed to retest this big structure. So this is my golden lock zone. So this is what I'm doing, and I'm trying to make this as simple as I can. This projection breakout brings us here. This projection breakout brings us here. This one already gave us the projection on what it's trying to do. We had our box that broke towards the downside, so we could draw another box and wait for an interior break for price to go down. Yes, this could be that level, guys. Price can reverse from, absolutely. But for me, there is a trading method that I would use, a box strategy that will give me internal surface level inside that will give me the execution that I'm looking for price to continue up. But if you are an investor and you're looking for a trade, this is the golden lock zone. Why? Because we're targeting this range. Once again, we did not hit this range. We hit this range here. We hit the range in the small one, but we failed to hit the range here. This is why this is a target that I'm going to be executing. And if you guys do like my videos and how unique it is, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe. And let me know in the comments down below if you like the analysis that I put out for you guys. Thank you so much. Take it easy, and John out. Peace.